Imagine waking up in a world where nobody knows what gravity is. Nobody knows what germs are. Nobody knows why the sun rises or why lightning strikes. There are no schools, no laboratories, no books, not even the word science. Yet somehow, humanity still managed to unlock the secrets of the universe. But here's the mystery. Who took the very first step? Who invented science before science even existed? The answer isn't one person. It's a story that began over 100,000 years ago with a single powerful word. Why? Picture yourself as one of the earliest humans. Every single day is a gamble. Eat the wrong berry, and you die. Touch the wrong animal, and you die. Sleep in the wrong place, and you might never wake up. There are no teachers, no instructions. Only one way to survive: trial and error. One day, someone notices, this plant makes people sick. Another person notices, these stones cut better than those. Someone else discovers, fire scares away wild animals. None of them knew it, but they were collecting evidence, testing ideas, learning from mistakes, passing knowledge to the next generation. Without realizing it, they had invented the world's first. When curiosity changed everything, as humans built villages, survival became easier. But curiosity grew bigger. Why does the moon change shape? Why do rivers flood every year? Why do seasons change? Instead of guessing, people started watching carefully. They looked for patterns. They compared results. They remembered what worked. This simple habit changed history forever. Knowledge was no longer trapped inside one person's memory. It could be shared, improved, and built upon. That was the beginning of real science. The civilizations that built science. Thousands of years later, entire civilizations became giant research projects. The ancient Egyptians studied the Nile because predicting floods meant surviving another year. The Babylonians tracked the stars so accurately that they could predict eclipses. In ancient Mesopotamia, people recorded weather, farming seasons, and the movement of planets. These weren't homework assignments. They were survival manuals. Every observation made life a little safer. Every discovery gave humans more control over nature. Little by little, science stopped being accidental and became intentional. The thinkers who changed the rules? Then came people who asked an even more dangerous question. What if everyone is wrong? Around 2,400 years ago, Aristotle argued that nature should be understood by observing it, not just repeating old stories. He made mistakes, many of them, but he inspired generations to ask questions instead of accepting easy answers. Centuries later, brilliant scholars during the Islamic Golden Age transformed mathematics, medicine, chemistry, and astronomy. Then, the scientific revolution changed everything. Galileo pointed a telescope at the sky. Kepler discovered that planets don't move in perfect circles. Newton explained why an apple falls, and why the moon doesn't. For the first time, ideas had to survive experiments. Evidence became more important than opinion, and modern science was born. The real inventor of science. So, who invented science? Not Aristotle, not Galileo, not Newton, not any king or empire. Science has no single inventor. It was created by millions of curious humans across thousands of generations, each asking one simple question. Why? Every child who asks how rain forms, every farmer testing a new crop, every engineer building something that has never existed before is continuing the same journey our ancestors started over 100,000 years ago. Science isn't a list of facts. It's humanity's greatest habit: the courage to question, the patience to test, and the willingness to change your mind when the evidence says you're wrong. Because before science became a subject, it was simply curiosity. And curiosity changed the world. Question for you. If you could ask the universe one question and receive a completely true answer, what would you ask? Let me know in the comments. And don't